Hi there.
Whoa.
Good morning and welcome to
Oh
Gulfstream
my
today.
God.
Brian Nato and Samantha Perry, and a little bit of a wake-up
Sorry,
call
whoa,
there.
that was like a cruise ship along.
Was going by.
I don't
but,
know if that was just in our ear or did that go out everywhere?
I don't know, but it was definitely in our ear. But we're with you right now. 55 minutes to post on a Sunday fun day here in Hollandale Beach. We're happy to have you aboard Fast Main Track to PETA as well. Turf is out there percolating, I think, August 1st. Okay, and we're looking forward to getting that back. Good day of racing yesterday. Another good one today. Rainbow Six 10 race card today. Rainbow Six goes in race number 5. You can see the carryover, and you can see the estimated jackpot at $100,000. And early pick 5 is going to kick off about 12:55-ish. First post today. Just take note of that. We'll take a look at my early pick 5 ticket. Everything is a work in progress.
Oh my
today.
gosh. Everything,
Yeah.
there was a scratch. I lost as a
Yeah,
target.
so we definitely had to do a little bobbing and weaving. A couple came in late as well. So we'll get through it all. 3 deep in the opener. Huge scratch there. We'll get to that. Race number 2 is my long shot. This is a race that did hold together, so I've got charge off. That's the 6 for me. Race number 3. I've got the 2 on top, Restray for Ronald Coy, first-time starter. Race 4, scratch in to the 3, and that is Condora. Jose D'Angelo scratched his other heavy favorite in that spot. And in race number 5, Pete's got it easy in this one. 3 horses, the 6 for me. Sneak preview, good outside post in a field of 3. Let's get to the opener now. We've got 2-year-old state breds going at it. The Colts here. We had some fillies yesterday that ran quite nicely, and we'll see what the Colts can do today. 5 furlongs on a fast main track here for the state breds. Big scratch of the 5, and that is Bowie.
Yep.
The Arundel homebred is out. I had Bowie on top.
Me too.
Okay, we're going to call this one Dia Cassette, for Team B and Cone. First-time starter with a big drill on July 12th.
Yep, a big drill it was, especially from being from the starting gate. That's fantastic to see. We were talking off air about this horse. Sold at the Fasig-Tipton May sale, and it was a day that they were still clocking the horses about halfway. I mean, the next day of the sale, they postponed it, and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, the horse breezed 10 and 2. It was a very bad track, very sloppy. Wavertree sold this horse, which is Kieran Dunn, and there is a connection between Patrick B. and Cone, Kieran Dunn. Patrick did buy this horse. I can't imagine that this horse only sold for $100,000 because the second dam had more spirit. It's loaded, like, in the third dam had like Owendale and like just runners out the wazoo. So to me, I think that I don't know, there's something going on here. Not sure what, but
Tab the tote board. Now the odds are going to be really out of whack with a 9-5 out. But yeah, you would think this horse, Patrick's been so precocious with his 2-year-olds, and Matoli as a young sire seems to be off to a good start as well. Good post position for Logan's on the run. The D'Angelo firster, not really giving anything away, but a few of these works look pretty good for a barn that, admittedly doesn't crank them. Stonehenge, homebred that Jose seems to have a few horses for now.
Yeah, and this is the first foal too, so the dam won first time out.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. Take a look at a stat for Jose on Logan's on the run, and 11%. It's a little bit better than the overall body of work, but as you can see here, he's a second out guy. He's a much more patient guy, and quite honestly, he debuts a lot of good horses that look on paper like they're going to really run, and they kind of, I don't want to say disappoint because they eventually do win, but they don't always run to what they look like.
Yeah, I agree completely. With the scratch of Bowie of this race, I'm not going to say you have to use the 6 here at all. This race is not much on paper, I would say. I just don't think that I'm really I've been burned a couple times, and I have to remember that I think that they need a starter too.
Yeah, well, they typically do. There's no doubt about it. I think of that more play pricey firster he had that needed one. So we'll see. But Wayne's Law's got a nice work on July 6th. The rail is a problem, even with a big scratch.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. This horse
on
worked 10 and 2 at the OBS April sale. The horse is either the rider was Yao Ming or the horse is that small.
Okay.
So very, very tiny horse from the rail. That's tough. Maybe he either works on paper, like you said, they look good. But if I was just betting off of what I saw from the sale, I would say stay away.
NBA reference here on
You like that?
Sunday. I do like that. Old NBA
Old
reference
one. I was just trying to think
you.
of somebody really extremely
Really
tall. Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Early pick 4 in race number 2, a mile and 70 on the Tapeta. $8,000 claimers. 3-year-olds are 4 and up, which have never won 3. Let's scratch out the 2, Nixon Joy. The 7, Get Ready to Rock, and the 10, Air Invasion. That's a key pace scratch.
Yeah.
Let's see what Samantha's doing with her early pick 4, because that scratch really moves up the 4 Emmett.
Yeah, I agree. I had the 10 on top. And I did have the 4 in the mix. So I'm spreading here. Race 3, I'm just using the 2 logical players, I think. Race number 4, the 3 on top for me, Condora. Race 5, it's a 3-horse race.
Wow, you're going to use all of them, huh?
Yeah, I'm not going to make that mistake again.
All right.
Yeah, I
on a Sunday.
Exactly. Learn from my mistakes.
All right, here we go now to kick it off. And like I said, a big scratch because Air Invasion, it was her Samantha's top pick, but also was a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Pet Matt is who you will scratch into. Off to claim for Tariq Mubarak. That is a 3 for 5 move. Very
Amazing.
Sharp barn. I've been very impressed with the job this barn has done.
Yep, and we talk about this a lot. Once they break through a condition, so for this guy, it was the non-winners of 2, it's hard to come back and just run with open 8s because there's some classy horses. He was very, very well beaten, but he also had some trouble. So
yeah,
not as much. I know.
No,
yeah, you're
I did
the
not
trouble
think
police.
this horse had much run in him.
Yeah.
The trouble was legitimate. He was going nowhere when the trouble occurred.
Happened,
So we want to show you. Well, let's talk about my top pick. It's my long shot today, and that's Charge Off, who just gave the old a race is better than 3 works. So we'll gallop around and get the race in him.
Yep.
Waiver last time off the layoff. All systems go to me today, and he's got back races that could win this.
Yep, I agree with everything you said, and I like the fact that he had a race under his belt.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's show you Emmett. I don't want to take anything away from him. He was good winning this day. He's now 2 for 3 on Tapeta. But when you're beating Battle of Dover, who he's got to be like Lights of Broadway's little brother or something because he never wins either. And when you're beating Downing Street, who actually decided to run a little bit in this race here, I don't know why, but you're not really going to get a huge pat on the back from me.
Nope, I could not agree more.
Okay.
It was open 8. He was just plunging in class, but he is 2 for 3 on the Tapeta here. So
the scratch, I can't say it enough, of Air Invasion is massive for this horse because he might get loose in here, whereas a class dropper that was Samantha's top pick was going to be pressing him the entire step of the way.
Right.
So he moves way up here. Race number 3, 2-year-olds again. These are $25,000 maiden claimers. We'll stretch a little bit to 5.5 on a fast main track. Scratch out the 5, Il Vagabundo, as well as the 6, Dixie on Fire. Right in a rip for us 3. The first are for Ronald Coy. To be perfectly honest, nothing changed for me. 1, 2. I always had Restray on top.
I did too.
Okay.
Yep, I did too. The works are solid. Gunnevera, you think more distance, maybe a couple races. 3 for 38 first time out. I just had to check that.
Yeah.
So not great, but they're not asking much of this horse.
Nope.
To put in for 25, why not?
And conversely, Ronald Coy 3 for 8 first time out. So he, and the works, 3 gate works in a row I don't like, but to me, I'm going to just. Again, on paper, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say I want to win today. That's why we're doing this. So we'll see. Dave Fox had the 4 and the 6. Looked like they were working together. He scratches the 6. He's going to run Zevy's Zone.
Yeah, and finally we got a first-time out
Chuck.
winner for Uncle Chuck. Yep, with Trelawney the other day. So, hey, there we go. I was just kind of staying away from there. The scratches definitely helped this horse. And, Dave Fox is going to bring this horse ready to run.
Quick stat on Dave, too. Let's take a look at it. And the 5 and the 6 were win candidates in this race, to be sure.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the stat on Dave Fox. This is Zevy's Zone here. Dave is 22% with first-time starters. No?
No? No step.
Okay. We'll go on to race number 4, middle pick 4 time. Let's take a quick look at my ticket. This is really reworked and kind of bobbing and weaving here. Just $4.50. We've got, you got the small field in race 5. Race number 6 is the new race, at least in terms of what we're talking about. Message of Hope at a short number for Safi. That's the 3. And in race 7, I got a single because it's my best bet of the day, so that's going to keep this ticket tight as well. And that's Raging Fury on the outside on the comeback. Just $4.50 here. The stat for Fox is in race number 4. That's my bad, guys. Thank you for keeping my my blinkers on. Let's see now. Big scratch here of Effacious, excuse me. That's big. I scratch into Condora. What about you?
I've always had Condora on
this
top.
is the 2 D'Angelos. He's going to take the 9 to 5 out. He's going to leave the 8 to 5 in.
Yep, that's always a good sign here. This is the second time that this horse will run on the Tapeta for Jose D'Angelo. The last race, I couldn't really figure out why they bet this horse so much last time because, well, it's Jose D'Angelo. All right, I get it. So the previous form on the Tapeta is good. But at the end of the day, he broke his maiden she broke her maiden for 12.5.
Yeah.
So everything she's done since then, she's gotten, I don't want to call it lucky because Eddie Polisa did do a very good job with her, but her better races were on the turf, I felt like.
Gravy is the word you're looking for there. Break your maiden for 12.5 and you win a couple allowance races.
Yeah,
you're doing good stuff.
And it was during the summertime too last year.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, she's definitely outkicked her coverage to be sure. Cajun Fantasies is the Fox Stat horse. I was trying to get a jump to a race early. Dave does not claim a lot of horses, and this one is off to claim from Jose Castro. 0 for 9 Tapeta sprints. I don't know if it's a real thing or not. This is such a sharp barn.
Yeah.
This horse has 3 wins on the Tapeta.
Yep.
I especially with the scratch, I think we can both agree this is the main danger.
Agreed.
Pacific Princess, better days behind her. 4 down, 6 to go. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Rainbow Time. It's Miss Samantha's last chance to get one here before Ron comes back next week. You will not hear the end of that.
I will not. I'm hoping today is the day.
That'll be like the 39th of Ron's 72 stories he'll tell next week. Let's stay tuned for that Rainbow. Be right back.
New DRF All Access Past Performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all 3 past performance formats. Easily switch between views. Access the most trusted information in horse racing with DRF All Access Past Performances. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code 1FREEPP for a free single card today.
Welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with you. An absolutely picture-perfect Sunday fun day. Come on out and say hi. Rainbow 6 time here in the 5th. $100,000 in the estimated jackpot. A couple long shot singles in the finale yesterday that didn't come to fruition, but it's there to be taken. Let's take a look at Samantha's ticket.
I am going to use all 3 runners in this race here, and we'll get into it in just a second. Then in race number 6, I'm singling the 3. This is my best bet. Message of Hope here. I know it's a long layoff, but I'm just going to take what's given. Race 7, the 4 on top for me. Adios Now. Race number 8, I have the 3 on top. Willingness. Race 9. Who do I have on top? Sorry about that. 1, Swervin. I scratch into Swervin, and in the finale, well, good luck. I ditched the 3. That was my horse I took off to make the ticket 64, but I have the 6 on top, Protest.
Yeah, must have really spent a lot of time thinking about dropping Let Loose Louie.
Hey, why not? I did a little bit.
I kid because I care. All right, here we go now. You're going to use all of them, right?
I am.
Okay.
I know.
The post is so perfect for sneak preview. This is 5.5 on the Tapeta. 17.5 2Ls here. 3-year-olds or 4 and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 1 Macor. Scratch the 3 Cajun Cookin'. The 4 Baja Secret. The 7 Gallant Night. The 8 Aegon Tarragon. Pete's up there drinking some
Targaryen.
Excuse me. Oh, this is your Game of Thrones.
Yes,
horse?
and that was my long shot. So
Okay.
I'd like double, triple scratch into this.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so sneak preview. Yeah, the Tapeta race, it was interesting. I looked at the thoroughgraphs for this race today. Sneak preview ran a 15 on the Tapeta, and he's run 12s on the dirt. Then you look at the other 2 horses in the race,
Right.
the number 2. The 2 Rusty Pistol popped a 12 last time.
I played him last time. He's run very, very well in his 2 Tapeta starts.
Yeah, he has. But in the same breath, I hate when you run a top like that and then you don't win.
No, I get that for sure. And you only think maybe you're coming back a little bit. I don't know.
You just think they'll be closer? Is that
well,
why
I think
Sneak Preview has
there's
such
3
a
horses
yeah.
here, to be sure. I mean, I don't know why Gallant Knight came out for Jose D'Angelo, but he's got the 6 Sneak Preview. Perfect post in a 3-horse field. I would think by the far turn this is a match race between Rusty Pistol and Sneak Preview. I mean, El Muchacho Alegre is a giant number even in a 3-horse field. But we got bit with that in the Rainbow last week in a 5-horse field.
Yeah,
So I'm just poking fun at you a little bit.
I'm gambling here,
Funky things can happen.
Especially on the Tapeta.
In 3-horse fields. Okay, let's get now to race number 6.
We don't have to show
this is the late pick 5. Mile and 70 here, $25,000 maiden claimers. These are 3-year-olds and up. This one's clean. That's a good start here. We're on the same. Well, okay, we've got a big stat here. Message of Hope, special weight dropper, trainer switch to Safi. The layoff is a 1.5 years, but too tough for these.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's remarkable.
Yeah.
It's such a strong statistic. Safi just does such a good job with getting these horses, 1, ready off the layoff, 2, they look good, they're fit, they're ready to roll, and the stat shows.
Yeah, this horse is a very, very short number in here, 7-5 on the morning line. Rocco Bowen aboard in this spot. He's ridden for Safi in the past. Nothing worrisome there at all. He's just a short number in here. Now, this is good underneath. We're bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
Yankee Drummer, correct me if I'm wrong, but Joe Catanese won on the Tapeta with a turf runner yesterday, right? Or was it
second?
Second, okay.
Maybe it was the day before.
It was the day before,
maybe,
okay.
Yeah.
Because these, again, this is another horse that has yet to try Tapeta, but we say this a lot. Anytime you've been running on the turf and you get to the Tapeta, it is a class drop. I don't care who's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I could not agree more with that.
Yeah. What do I got? What it is for Mike Yates. I'm going to stretch on Tapeta for the first time. Turf route last time was not too bad at all. I think that was the best run. 'Tis the law, Shanghai Bobby. Maybe that helps out a little
Synthetic roots, 12% with Painter. I just was curious.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, with the Catanese horse. I mean, it's just
not good, not
run
bad.
of the mill,
Yep. Exactly. Late 4 in race number 7. Take a quick look at my ticket. I added a horse. This is like the Samantha will be proud of me. I added a horse, my old buddy Dime Pape, in race 8 because first time gelding.
Yep. There you go.
So we got to pop him in there. I've tried him a few times. It has not worked. In race number 9, I've got the 4 on top, Latch the Hatch, and in race number 10, I've got another 4 on top. Cantharos Jr. Is today the day for Tricky Tiger? Oh my goodness, it could be.
It could be.
Remains to be seen at 4-5 on the morning line. Good one in race 7. State bred optional claimer for 3-year-olds and up. We'll go 6 on a fast main track. Arrogancy. The 5 is out. Samantha on the 4. Adios Now at a nice number.
Very nice number. Going to try the dirt for the very first time. Son of Adios Charlie. I love that. The numbers fit really nicely on the Tapeta. If it transfers over just a little bit, this horse will be pretty tough, I think.
A world of speed in this race, and it's coming from the inside. Trey Coronas and Avant Glory. My top pick is Raging Fury. Look at the works in the morning for Nolan Ramsey, who freshens this horse up. He skips the majority of the heavy lifting in the championship meet, and you want to talk about drawing perfectly?
Oh, absolutely.
That's today, my best bet.
So I don't blame you there. That's a good one.
Let's show you how good Trace Coronas was last time. Off the layoff, open company, maidens, open company, and he just drags them around the track and fries everybody and just keeps on keeping on.
Yeah, this was very impressive because this was not a very easy field by any means. I liked Skellig Michael that day. I think you did too. Yeah, this is remarkable how quick this horse was rolling. I mean, there's nothing else to say other than
No.
this is window dressing. He was a beautiful winner. Does he come back from that?
Well, I think he could. The problem, I think, for him and anybody that likes him, you got Avant Glory right to your outside, and he's not giving you anything early.
No.
That's a real problem. You got Amicio on the rail down there. How about Amicio went up to Saratoga, had a good day yesterday.
That was
just
such
missed
a
for
tough
Antonio
beat. Yeah,
Sama.
for
That
Il
much.
Siciliano, yeah.
Siciliano, my goodness. But cool to see our guys out of town doing so well. He did Skellig Michael did not run well the other day.
No,
I
that
thought
was
he
really
could lose.
disappointing. I know. I don't get it.
That's some food for thought there. Avant Glory. Listen, Laura Cesar is having a phenomenal meet, and he's lower on the line because I just think he draws so much better than
Yes.
Trace Coronas.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling somebody.
They're going to go after it.
Well, yeah, somebody between the 2 and the 3 is going to win the battle, but I don't really see him winning the war.
Yeah. Well, the 1 has
that's
speed
what
on
I'm
his
saying.
good day too. So
Yeah.
all 3 of those are
Yeah, Micio's not giving anything
Nope,
away early on.
not from the rail.
Not from the rail, for sure. Mile and 70 on the Tapeta in race number 8 to kick off a late pick 3. Starter optional claimer here for 3-year-olds. Just for the 3-year-olds, we're going to scratch out the 5, Big Boy Jack. That's important, too, because he always brings a lot of speed
does, yeah.
to the party. Gelding, the 8, Dime Pape, first time gelding. Take note of that. Samantha is on the 3, Willingness, who is a horse that if Carlos David can get this horse to the winner's circle, golf clap to him.
Yeah.
Reclaim.
Yeah. Barry Croft, good for him. I was really against this horse, and Barry Croft got the win with him and then got to put the money back in the pocket from the claim. Perfect situation. Again, just kind of what I always say, though. I don't trust this horse a lot just due to the fact of just beat non-winners of 2. If you're beating Noble Tiger, I'm not enamored with you by any means, but I think the reclaim is very significant here.
Big reclaim for a different group of owners, Zilla, too, and they're sharp.
They're very sharp.
He's got a lot of Emmett in him, in that the scratch of Big Boy Jack really helps him. This horse is so slow, though.
I know.
And he was slow with Carlos David, too. That's where I have
fair.
a little bit of a problem with. I'm stabbing. I got the Samantha angle here. Mustang Bay
I like it.
Well, he's tried Tapeta, but not with Sal Santoro.
Nope.
And I think that's important. How good has he done with a Shima,
Yeah.
to be sure. This horse was in the Mr. Peaks race, which you'll never see a better $25,000 claimer than the Mr. Peaks race.
No, you won't, and that's just this horse. You have to use this horse on your ticket. You absolutely have to.
Yeah.
I love the blinkers off move as well.
I think it's a spread race. Corta Fuego, he's your 3-1 morning line favorite. 3-1. That's how deep and competitive this race is. He's got he won the only time he was on Tapeta.
Yep, he did, and now Sappy jumped in 2 starts back. First time on the Tapeta for Sappy.
He ran pretty okay on the turf last time, too.
Very well.
Yeah, he really did. Murabah and Piquant that day. Murabah had to go. Oh, we got to show you Dimanche Gras. Here's a horse that bobs and weaves a little bit.
Yeah.
He's in here. Gifted by Design is going to be 3rd, and Roscoe Pine is going to be 5th. They're all players in here. They're all very hard to trust in here.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of horses exiting out of that race.
I agree.
How do you? Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
feel
why
it.
I'm not even picking a
Exactly.
Tapeta horse.
Yep.
That's.
Me too.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
For sure, because this is I don't want to throw shade on them. These are solid efforts, but
A 3-year-old filly beat them.
yeah, well, that's a good point. A very good 3-year-old.
That's
filly,
fair,
too,
yeah,
that
but
Mom's
still.
Martini, she would beat this group too. But these are horses that are just in and out of their form too much to really trust. And
Dimanche Gras, what do you do with that horse?
Yeah.
Criollo is in a Saratoga today, by the way.
I saw that. So I don't know. He did run very well. I don't want to take that away from those Bruno Schickendas colors, but the consistency with some of these horses is very, very difficult. Race 9 kicks off the late double. We're 6.5 on a fast main track in the feature here. It's an optional claimer, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch out the 2. That is Lasso, as well as a 7, Beastly Speed. So we'll go with a 5-pack in here. I was really against your top pick. Things get easier today with the scratches, but did I hear you say you scratch into him?
Yeah, I had the Beastly Speed on top. Yeah, I liked the post there. So Swervin now has come off a little bit of a freshening up. You could take him for $25,000. That doesn't bother me. Where are you going with a horse like this? The win has not been for some time, which is a bit concerning. But during the summertime here, he runs well.
You know, if there's anything left in the swerving tank, and that is a big question that we'll figure out around 5:16 p.m., he's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know what's left.
I don't know.
He's in for a quarter. He's been running in stakes races, but we talk about this time and time again with Safi Joseph. Somebody's going to claim swerving today, and somebody better is going to go into the stall that swerving was in.
Yes.
So it's just, it's not, I don't think it's a huge white flag that it might be for other trainers in barns. But I'm going to tell you what, he better be good today, because Latch the Hatch is in absolutely raging form. For Dave Fawkes. We're going to show you this race. Now, he absolutely laughed at Grayscale last time.
Amazing.
Who was, I don't know what he was, 3-5. He was off a layoff, but this was Safi's, universal hype horse when he debuted him.
Yeah, last year.
And Latch the Hatch just looked over at him right here and said, no, not a chance.
No.
It's a big-time effort.
It was, and that was his second win in a row doing the same exact thing, just turning away foes as soon as they get close to him. It's awesome. Edwin put a good ride on him this time. I mean, even the pressure from Grayscale, he still just kept going. I mean, horses can tell when they have other horses hot on their hooves, as Pete likes to say sometimes. So, hey, can he bring it back again? We'll find out. I hope so.
Edwin Gonzalez still on the precipice of
2,000
career wins. Turbo's in for David. Lasso's out for David, and Arundel, for that matter. Boy, I got to see a lot more from Turbo before I think he's cracking the top two.
I put him in my ticket just because I think crazier things can happen. Well, we saw it on the dirt yesterday with a huge upset. I know that's a different class of horses, but still.
Yeah. Good segue to the 10th, and the crazier things can happen.
Oh, my gosh.
Category. 5 on the Tapeta in a 12-5 maiden claimer. 3-year-olds and up. It's a clean 8-pack. No Lasix, though, on the 8 Bonfiglio. No Lasix on Bonfiglio. Yeah, we can't pick. You're not picking Tricky Tiger. Lord knows I'm not picking Tricky Tiger. Hey, here's a horse last time, Protest, that ran huge getting to the Tapeta. It was a race they literally timed with a sundial, but he was a good third.
He was. It was a decent third. He was in the mix early. He has that tactical speed. I'm going to just bank on the fact that he's going to improve now. Second start on the Tapeta here, and we'll find out. I like the post at least.
So we're going to actually show you the race, but we're not going to show you Samantha's horse. We're going to show you my horse.
Right.
I think they're going to bet my horse today. You probably think I'm crazy, but that's why he's 9-2 and Samantha's horse is 8-1, even though Protest ran third. Watch what's happened to Cantharos Jr. Oh, you're okay. Your race is over. That is no chance right there, okay? There's Protest. We're not even going to show you the end. There's nothing to show. Protest ran very, very well. My horse had no chance. They bet him a little bit.
Yep.
The Tapeta race back in March.
That was a good one.
Is better than anything anybody but the favorite can do in here.
Right.
That, oddly enough, the Protest race that a lot of these horses come out of, you got McMullen is the one. He was the speed of that race, backed up a little bit at 33-1.
Yeah.
You got Hooray For Me is the 7. He chased and tired in that race. Now, let's segue over to the horse that is 0 for 14, 5 seconds, a third, 50 cents, even money, 40 cents, and 2-1.
Amazing.
And he has decided not to see it out in any of them.
It's amazing to me because he runs winning races all the time, and he just
I got to be perfectly.
doesn't want to win them.
He could be 1-5 in this race at post time.
Yeah, he could be.
But he just is not interested in seeing Ryan out there with the camera.
get his picture taken. No, he's very camera shy.
And these are spots where, as a player, you get all the best of it playing against these kind of horses, because whoever you like, the horse he just beat comfortably, Bernardo's Legacy, is I think, barring something unforeseen, and we've seen unforeseen betting around here, he is the clear second choice in this race.
I agree.
No doubt about it.
Yep, I agree.
Reverend Moon, the horse that beat them both last time, did come back to win. He was good in a good race. You just got to play against these horses. No surprise at all that Samantha didn't pick them. No surprise that I was just not picking them either.
Yeah.
So, lightning round time. It's a quick one. We got to send it upstairs to Pete. I want to remind everybody, next Saturday, next Saturday?
Yeah.
Taste at the Track. And this is a good one, too. Tacos and tequila.
Yeah.
You got to get your tickets because this will sell out. It is a lot of fun up there. And these are two things I do pretty well.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you really do. You do. So get your tickets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so get
It's a
your tickets, go on the website and all that good stuff. I think in time is right. You're the journalism bandwagon forms behind you.
It does, yeah.
What
Thank
did you? We watched this together. What did you think of this?
We did. Well, the break didn't help. I went back and I watched the break, and he was very flat at the break. I think he was a little bit further back probably than he needed to be. It's very tough to close on this Monmouth track like this, in my opinion. But to me, journalism is a horse that needs a target. The 2 times that Sovereignty, and you're going to scoff at this, the 2 times that Sovereignty has beat him, journalism has made the first move. When he has horses in his sights, because I've been on this horse since when he broke his maiden. So when he has a horse to run down, he's tough. And that was like a carbon copy of the Preakness there, a little less dramatic.
Yeah, when he has horses that aren't Sovereignty to run down, he runs by them.
This is fair. Whatever happens, it's very cool that he participated in all of those races and then comes back and runs in that and wins.
Michael McCarthy and the team should get a lot of credit for that.
They should.
There's no disputing that whatsoever. Did they talk Travers after that?
They didn't say. They said they would go back to Southern California and figure it out. And wherever we see him, I was thinking last night, I was kind of getting excited. Maybe it would be awesome to see him at the Pegasus.
Yeah, well, why not?
I mean,
he's got connections that have. Michael McCarthy won that race before with City of Light.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Yeah.
Problem with Del Mar is they have no 3-year-old race. You got to run against older horses in the Pacific Classic.
I can't see that happening.
That's early.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll find out.
If nothing else, good to see him win. And like Samantha said, and I agree 1,000%, it's good to see him run. I think I just couldn't golf clap for that.
A horse that
more.
likes his job, and he thrives off of it. It's very cool.
Your best bet today?
Ooh, it's the Safi Joseph trainee, the 3, Message of Hope, race 6. Yeah.
Going to be a short number in there. Good single if you're rainbowing today because there are some funky races in the sequence. I am on the outside with Nolan Ramsey, race later with Raging Fury. What's your long shot?
It was Aegon Targaryen.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, scratch.
Okay. I'm still in there with Charge Off in race 2.
It's all on you.
The waiver last time. We're back today for hopefully the money run. Pete's upstairs. We got him working today, so we wanted to leave him enough time. We'll be back here for the opener in about 15 minutes. Stay tuned.